Nelson's wife. While I'm a Genchaff by marriage, I have known David most of my life, since my family lived down the street from the Genchaffs. Dave and I shared a love of art and all things Jewish, and we loved to debate about the details. I was very close to Anne, but in the last 20 years since her death, Dave has helped to fill the void she left. He has enriched each graduation, wedding, birth, and special birthday with his wit and wisdom, and his rendition of the poison chestnut joke that will bring a smile to our faces forever. I am very grateful that our children and grandchildren have had the opportunity to know and love him. He will be missed, but with us forever.
My definition of family, growing up always, of course, was my own family, until I had the incredible fortune of marrying Jeff. And then that definition of family immediately doubled. In every way, David taught us all through his wonderful loving acts, generosity, loyalty, grace, even little circus, which I think the grandchildren will remember, how much sharing and loving and caring for family can continue to inspire us.
Thank you for your warm words. I'd like to call upon the grandchildren to share some memories.
Hi, I'm Lindsay, and it's pretty amazing that all 9 of us are in one room. And we're just going to share just a couple lines each of some of our favorite memories with Papa Dave. So being the oldest grandchild, I've been incredibly lucky to have Papa Dave in my life for all this time. He has provided humor, leadership, advice, and understanding for as long as I can remember. He was a key motivator in me going back to school to get my graduate degree. He believed I should be in education and could have fulfillment in that field, and he was right. Over the past year, he has also been one of the few who truly understood some very challenging times I went through and supported me unconditionally. He has taught by example how to be a model human being, witty, brave, supportive, inspiring, and endlessly generous. I love you, Papa. Thank you for everything.
I will never forget the amazing trip to Russia my grandfather took us on in 2006. He left when he was just 5 years old, and to go back with him 85 years later and see the country that our family came from is a memory I hold very dear to my heart. Thank you, Papa, for that wonderful once-in-a-lifetime experience.
So, I have so many memories and thoughts about Papa Dave, but I'm just going to pick a couple to share with you. Everybody here knew him, so I'm not telling you anything new, but we all know that he was a fighter, maybe a little bit stubborn at times, and that was never more apparent than when he came to Colorado. He was 89 years old. And not just any place in Colorado, but where we live in Snowmass and Aspen, it's around 8,500 feet above sea level. So that was fine, no problem. And he even took a pretty good fall out trying to get into the car on the ice. And I offered to take him to the hospital, and he said no, he was fine, and he was. And we know that wasn't the only accident that he got himself into over the course of his life, but he always fought back and very rarely needed medical attention. The second thing I want to mention is that my wife Alyssa and I are very lucky because we get to see Papa Dave and our daughter Sophie all the time because she got his ears. They're a little bit pronounced, shall we say. And the last thing I want to share with you is that I feel very lucky because just a couple days ago, I got to say my last words to Papa Dave. And I was lucky enough to see him at his birthday a few weeks ago, but even just a couple days ago when I was back in Colorado, I gave him a call, and he was in hospice, and he heard exactly what I said. The words I said were, "Papa, I love you." And then I said, "And I just shot an 80 at the Snowmass Golf Course." And he definitely understood. So we're gonna miss you, Papa.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm Debbie's son. I was a birthday present to Papa Dave on his 62nd birthday. We share a birthday. And for 33 years, he's been an inspiration of what I want to grow and become. And I just want to say, besides going into specific memories, I just want to talk about Papa Dave as someone who kept it real. He's a real consistent, amazing guy. And he wouldn't want us to be sad today, and it's a very sad day. But he wasn't shortchanged in life. He lived 95 years. He watched this world change, and he was really healthy for that whole time. And in 15 days, he disappeared, and he's still with us, and he's still someone that I hate to bring light and humor into this in Hollywood, but we've lost Yoda, and he still talks to us, just like Yoda would talk to Luke. So I don't know. He's still going to be with us, and I love Papa Dave, and I always will, and I want to one day be like him, and I think I will.
I'm Steve's son. I'd just like to share a few memories that I have. Golf outings at Meadow Lake, lunch at Jack's, double dates at Sergio's. You taught me that the key to a healthy life was oatmeal every morning and the avoidance of organ meats. We were briefly roommates when I was in medical school. You were my grandfather, you were my friend, and I will miss you. Thanks.
And Papa was at my wedding 3 months ago, so that was really special that he was around for that. I will say that I owe it all to you to understand what is Little Circus, Big Circus, which is basically his acrobatic routine that he apparently did with all the grandchildren, so none of us really still feel special, but it was really fun kind of flying up on his legs, and Little Circus was little, Big Circus was big. So that's what that is. But the last thing that I'll always remember of Papa is that he wrote the best cards and letters, so he was a great pen pal for the years, and I've kept every single one, so I'm really happy that I'll have that for the rest of my life that I can share with everyone around me.
And Alex, Jeff and Regina's son, ever since I can remember, Papa was visiting us in Brooklyn, and every time he came, he'd give me a gift, and they were all very meaningful, but that last Passover, I was able to give him a gift. I gave him the pen hat that a couple people have mentioned. He wore it every day, everywhere. It truly means so much for me to give back to him, and I just want to say that and share. Thank you.
I'm Isabel, and I didn't get to have as many opportunities to know Papa as my older cousins did, but whenever I saw him on every occasion and every visit, every celebration, he was the life of the party and always brought a good time, and I'll love you forever.
I'm Tracy, Carolyn Nelson's youngest, and when the family got together, Papa was always hanging out with the kids. He often directed us and often starred in plays that we put on for the rest of the family. I remember a particularly riveting production of The Emperor with No Clothes. David G. was the Emperor, of course. He never stopped being involved with his kids and his grandkids. Just 2 weeks ago at his birthday party, he was so excited to see Scott and me and to spend time with our kids. And till the very end, he'd always talk about how Sasha's hair is blonde, Theo's hair is dark. He was always with it to the very end. We love him so much and we'll miss him.